Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with the trigger of a new record in Airtable. Then we'll be filtering that response through our AI formatter by workload. And finally, we'll be adding or updating a contact on a list in Mailchimp. All right, let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the workload editor, and we're going to give our workflow a title. So this is going to be Airtable to Mailchimp. Oop, I spelled Mailchimp incorrectly. And I'm going to click inside the trigger box. I'm going to select Airtable as my app. And my event is going to be new record. So whenever a new record is created in Airtable, that is going to initiate our workflow. I'm going to continue with my Airtable account. I'm going to choose the base within Airtable that I want to be monitoring. And the table is going to be my subscribers table. So I'm going to test this trigger to see if there's anything defined. Here we have a subscriber. But I'm noticing that all the information about the subscriber appears to be inside of an array. You see how it's indented here? And if I look at the raw console, yep, it's inside of this fields array. So I know anytime I see that where the information that I want is inside of an array, I'm going to have to use the AI formatter by workload to pull that information from outside of the array so that I can then input it into Mailchimp or any other app. So I'm going to click continue. I'm going to use the tools, and I'm going to select the AI formatter by workload. I'm going to format data, click continue. The input is going to be this fields array. And I'm going to say flatten the fields array so that the response is not contained within an array. Then I'm going to click continue, and we're going to test that formatting. And now all that information is flat. It's not inside of an array. So perfect. We're going to add a next step. And this is going to be in Mailchimp. And we are going to add or update a contact on a list. It's also known as a subscriber. Continue. The list that I want to add or update the contact to is my workload list. Now I'm going to import information from that step 2 of our formatted data. So the email address, I can click here. The status is going to be subscribed. So anytime a new record is added in Airtable, it's automatically going to subscribe them to our workload list. First name, you can pull from our step 2, Matilda. Last name, Von Hook. Birthday. So I see this is already in the right format that Mailchimp wants, which is just month and day. If this was in a different format, I might have to use another one of my tools by workload in order to format that into the proper date. The address, okay. So the address here is all in one line, and Mailchimp wants the address broken down into street address, city, state, and zip code. So what I can do is I can add a step in the middle of my workflow. So in between the format data and the add or update contact in Mailchimp, I can click the plus symbol, and I'm going to add a step. And now in that added step, I'm going to click inside, use tools. I'm going to use that AI formatter again. Format the data. The input data this time is going to come from step 2. And it's going to be the address. And I'm going to tell the formatter, please split this response into 4 separate fields for street, city, state, and zip code. And then I'm going to click continue, test the action, and there we go. There's our address broken into 4 separate fields. I'm going to click continue. And now I'm going to jump back into Mailchimp and come down to my action. And what I filled out already before is still there. But now I can come into the address fields, and I'm going to take that information from step 3. So the street address, the city, the state, and the zip code. The phone number is going to come from that second step, as is the email address. We have all the information imported from our formatted data, so I can click continue. I'm going to test the action. And we have a success. So now, if I click back over to Mailchimp, I can see Matilda Von Hook has been added to my contacts on this list. So I can jump back over to the workload editor, and I can scroll down and click continue on this action, and I can look at my workflow, and I see that each step has a green dot in the top corner. So that's all set up correctly. So then I can make sure that my workflow is activated. And now every time there's a new record in Airtable, that'll automatically format the data and then create a new contact on a list in Mailchimp. That's how you can build a workflow integrating a new record in Airtable with adding or updating a contact on a list in Mailchimp. Please like and subscribe this video to receive more content from Workload about how to make your business practices run more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.